5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. We're here taking a look at the MDL Disney Paris Major. It is game number 2 of our third series of the day, and it's going to be Fnatic facing off against OG. Lyrical joined as well by Lacoste. Lacoste, we got you back for this one. Sorry, we found out that it looks like it was a complete shutdown of Discord as a whole. So, I don't know. Apparently the other streams had trouble too.
We're just going to make up some stuff that it's not our fault.
Yeah, you know, my dog, she ate the cord and my homework and all of it, so it's definitely not my fault.
Yeah, I like what OG did. And played well, even though they had some timing issues, they got caught a couple of times, but with the lineup like that, snowbally, you could see that. The first roast that they took, after just seeing that there's no black hole, they instantly go into Roche Pit and take it by force.
That's the way to do it. You see that all those big long cooldown ultis are out there, and you don't have to deal with it. Now, I will say that OG decided to ban out the Enigma in the first phase, which is a little bit interesting. We'll see if they decide to ban the Drow. They're not going to. Do OG want to take Drow again?
Why not? This hero said it a couple of times during the minor, and already say this hero way too have it. You either pick it or ban it.
Fnatic have picked up something to deal with it. They're gonna take the Nature's Prophet this time. Interesting. And Spectre afterwards. So two different heroes to jump on top of this draft. Fnatic are like, you are not gonna have a game.
First one was, alright, we have a plan. It didn't work. Time to switch to plan B. Now Nature's Prophet, you can easily TP Drow Ranger and Spectre, one of the better heroes.
10 seconds
Drow
remaining.
in general, even though I've seen the games where Drow Ranger in the late
5
game
seconds
can
remaining.
actually out-carry Spectre. Silver Edge build and the Drow Ranger in the late game with since DDR is way too good.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing to keep in mind is that while yes, you can get on top of the Drow, and that's the most important thing, if let's say that Haunt is on cooldown or something, it's sort of the same type of issue where it can be hard to fight into Drow with Spectre. Even if you go through something like Blade Mail, Marksmanship, it's less effective than other right clicks would be for the same amount of damage dealt because it ignores armor completely. So we'll see how it goes. They take the Bat Rider now, and maybe this is the answer to the Spectre. Try and put that pressure on early.
If this was Team Liquid, I would assume they will pick Viper. Once you break Spectre, she becomes pretty useful. Her Desolate does not work, Skill does not work. The Storm Spirit, this is what he ran today. Storm Spirit has so much attack speed with that Draw Ranger aura. It kind of becomes heavy right click.
Remaining.
Yeah, and it sort of gives them that sort of bonus to even jungling. The attack speed still can be pretty nice. It's a good thing. I also think that in general, it's one of the kind of... I remember back when Spectre was getting picked a lot, people were sometimes taking Storm Spirit as an answer to Spec, because you basically had an offlaner that could set up a stun, and then Storm Spirit would come in and blow up Spectre before Spectre got super tanky.
Two Heroes Fnatic has global presence on the map. Just one initiation and set up kills.
Maybe with like a Nyx or something like that, but that's already been banned out first phase. Huh. Lots of other possibilities. Maybe you can just go for like some random stun.
Random stun?
Yeah, man. Any stun. I don't care.
Something
Let's
like
go.
An alchemist. That's random.
That's true. It's pretty
10
fun.
seconds remaining.
Tango gets banned out now. And the ABBA.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm feeling like this OG draft already kind of, it feels like if you're picking two separate heroes to sort of try and counter out the Drow Ranger, you're getting a lot of value out of that first pick already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Depends where they want to play. Rather, still can be played as position 4, can be. I even put him on a.
What else could you go with that? Could you go like a tiny position 4? I guess it could also just be a position 4 Bat Rider, depending on how they want to play it. Maybe you take something here that helps to keep that Spectre alive. It could go like Warlock.
Mereska has arrived.
Oh.
Hero that we're running during Dota quite a lot. Also, a lot of the time.
I think I don't really like Dark Willow that much. How do you feel about it?
I'm a big fan. The first thing when I came home,
5 seconds
I
remaining.
started spamming.
Really?
This hero is so good right now. You can easily rotate. You have a hero that scales so well. Very easy scales. Heroes.
Yeah.
The one thing that blew my mind is the 1200 damage.
I mean, I guess that's if you can stay on top of somebody, which you probably can't.
I guess I forgot about how much damage it deals because Dark Willow was not that. The only team that played Dark Willow was pretty.
Right. Well, and it feels like that type of hero that you really do need a specialist on. What about this Nature's Prophet, though? Do you think that this is a hero that's going to be played in the position 3 role again? Do you like this more on like a jabs? What are you feeling for the NP?
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Grimstroke.
Thing.
Oh.
Very versatile.
Huh.
Double lasso combo. So this would be a lane. Throw rider.
OG's turn to pick.
On a bad hero that pull off the pick. There's you.
Right. Well, now you might end up getting double doomed if OG did want to go that route and take it for themselves.
Yeah, but it's banned out.
Oh. Well, then never mind. That's a good point.
Remaining.
Why are you talking about Doom, though? What the heck? You baited me.
5 seconds
Double
remaining.
lasso is still pretty nifty. I like that.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Necrophos.
Hero and a half.
I like. This is gonna be their tanky frontliner. They don't have kind of the spell for Necro. Their damage besides Dark Willow is limited. There's no burst damage. Like long fights, Necro
10 seconds
deals a lot of
remaining.
damage with his aura, and I also didn't
5 seconds remaining.
magical burst damage. Vulnerable, I assume.
You just told
something like a lean laning stage so well.
You just told me about 1200 damage coming from Dark Willow. What are you talking about? No magical damage. It's gonna be the Dark Willow show.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that Dark Willow wants to get the top. Also have a lot of AoE.
OG's
Deal
turn
with
to
the
ban.
Dark Willow. Bat Rider, you have Rokies.
They're gonna ban out the Venge. They don't want to get the same rundown mid type of play that we saw from OG previously, but that's kind of what Bat Rider allows, by virtue of just being able to snap somebody out of the fight and take him out and kill him from the get-go.
10 seconds remaining.
So last ban now coming from OG
5
into
seconds
their
remaining.
9th pick. I kind of am liking this more as a position 4 Bat Rider, and they're going to ban the Meepo last again.
They do not Second time in a row. Then ban Meepo. Ban.
I wouldn't mind seeing Fnatic try and snap up that brew, or the brood mother you were talking about last game.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Proud.
I guess then they could, just switch up the Necro to go mid. I was thinking that it was going to be Necro offlane with position 4 Bat Rider. All right, OG, 7 seconds. Where you going?
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Invoker.
All right.
Interesting.
Thompson Invoker. Boss Vex Invoker with the Raid King.
Okay.
So that's the old school lane Dark Willow Raid King. Nation Prophet probably will spec with. Now they need a hero. Invoker. TA still in
10
the pool.
seconds
So go for
remaining.
It is.
I feel like they
5
need
seconds remaining.
work out.
The thing that's a little bit funky about it, though, is that I think these Quas Wex Invokers, it's a much different lane than we often see. Does TA still beat him pretty bad?
Puck.
Oh, they're going to go for the
Now
puck
select
instead.
your heroes.
So just that last piece of the draft to pull everything together. Abed wants to keep everybody stuck in the area. That way. And actually the coil into terrorize is kind of cool to snap the tether.
Yeah. Also, they have something place. But can play on the side lanes, considering that OG does not have that many catch. Rather ulti.
Man, look at Thompson Invoker said. He got it all pimped out after TI. Look at this guy. Look at this thing. This is insanity. I've never seen this before.
It looks like a Viking, fiery hands, but also
It's really kind of bizarre. I don't know how I feel about it. It's like he's trying to cosplay Zeus or something. But nonetheless, we do have the final picks here. Abed going to play on the puck. Thompson Invoker. It's a classic. It will have a Jabs Nature's Prophet likely running at him mid. Time to time.
how much skill potential they have on this Invoker. I assume that's going to be Boss Vex Invoker because of the Raid King and can disengage the fight, especially on the Draw Rangers. Early on, because they don't flag damage.
Right.
They don't have any kind of hero who can fit that.
The stench of death is upon you.
Well, I'm excited to see it. Gotta do this little dealy again. That's what happens every time. Perfect. And then we're ready to go. Seb gives tops on the tip. No tail gives onto the tip. Everybody's loving on each other on the OG team. Just in case you guys didn't see it, they have some new profile pictures as well that maybe give a little bit of a hint as far as their bonding activities outside of the game.
I was trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
Through OG, but I guess that's my all thieves in the chat.
Out. No tail here. Playing on the Bat Rider, trying to get a little bit of vision down there with the sticky napalm. He's like, where are these folks at? No, they're around here. Hello? Oh, Ice. He spotted him. He knows he's in the trees. No tail. How to walk away from him here. Do have the stun, and then afterwards got the root. They want to find their man. No tail.
Oh, they're gonna block him. Body block him to death.
Oh god, he doesn't have anywhere left to go. No tail. Oh man, that's unfortunate. And Ana is gonna try and make something of it, but greetings is the call from Abed.
Nicely played, Brent. This also gets devoted because I was thinking.
No, an idea that's where that was going to be placed. Yeah, and they just sort of ran around the vision. I think that they saw the animation of the sticky napalm coming through the fog of war, and that's what tipped them off to their position.
It's gonna be magic pick. on Ice is Ice, and
That
the DJ
was
already has a
costly.
match.
Never had a
I love this
chance.
song.
Wow. Oftentimes people get flamed for basically buying that recipe, but with so many sticky napalms going to be thrown out here, it makes sense.
Yeah, you get blinded.
Yeah.
You get sit and you get a command.
Oh, Jerix, he's fully blocked in here, just like his buddy on the other side of it. OG might end up losing themselves another. And this kill gets stolen by Jabs. Excuse me? Do you see this Spectre here? What are you doing, buddy? Nonetheless, 2-0 start, and Sev already taken a bit of harassment from the trees and from the Spectre, and see if they can take this man down. He does have his Fairy Fire as well as the Death Pulse afterwards, and gonna actually use the Salve afterwards as well.
I'll stop playing. Better using that sticky bomb.
Seeing the extra damage they can do. Still a little ways away from that level 2 from No Tail. They need to kill a couple more creeps to make it work, but they still might be able to find a kill nonetheless. Fairy Fire was not enough to keep Ice alive, so No Tail gets the kill there.
You don't expect this considering that both of these were level 2. Or yes. So, some Draw Ranger, Dark Willow.
Wraith King items? He just sold it, but he had 2 of the magic sticks there. A little bit of a misclick, I guess.
The idea of trying to charges in both of them.
I was like, oh god, what have I done? I said something I didn't know about. No Tail. You know about his death, though. Ice takes him down. Well, it looks like down bottom here.
Wait,
It's
what?
MP getting pretty good farm. What's up?
Thompson has 1 CS?
Oh no. Oh, we were looking everywhere else. That's not good. Well, he's getting the invis rune now, so maybe he can sneak up on him for a CS.
Gank that creep.
This is,
Yes.
yeah, this is problematic. He has more denies than CS. That is real bad. Oh, wow. And Abed almost killed him earlier as well.
I mean, that's an invoker with the vision for both to get more attacks, but usually if you go for quad track both, you get 1 point in expo, you get more damage.
Right. Down bottom, we missed the kill there. Jabs.
No, you missed it.
Thank you for that. That's fair enough. Now I missed the other kill. Lacoste, you're making me miss the kills. God dang it. I'll blame that on you. That's definitely not on you.
Sure.
Well, I'm just trying to watch what's going on with Thompson here, because this has been a rough one for sure. I mean, this is like par for the course, right? This is what we saw during the documentary, during some true sight. They came back and they won it. Oh no, tries to run, Fairy Fire, turns to fight. Maybe gonna do it? I mean, Abed's just zoning him out here, and he doesn't have any regen. The courier just got brought out to him. He doesn't have anything.
Have gold lion.
He's the tornado to interrupt so he can't jump to his creep, but now the cold snap as well. Abed wanting to run. He's taking some tower shots. Waning Rift could come out in a second, and gets the kill, gets out. On the other side, we did see the Nature's Prophet go down as well. So multiple kills across the area.
Painful to watch. Sadly, he does not have enough money to buy a bottle, but he'll keep playing aggressive with that hard for you to focus on any other lane to get the 23-9 against 5.
Yeah, it's a shellacking. That is for sure. I mean, granted, when you go this Quaswex Invoker build, you're gonna have lower base damage, but I don't know. It's feeling like this is just completely falling apart here. 6 and 5, able to phase shift away from that one. Got level 6 now on this puck. Bottom lane, Jabs. taking some pressure from Mr. Jarex. The right click's coming through, needs one more touch. It is going to be enough for the kill.
Perhaps you'll be remembered after all.
Not that Darkolo is looking for a top lane in Great Fire Blast. Asian draw rate, but they can all take some turn.
Yep, movement in, coming in, trying to take down Ana there, and he is going to get stunned, gets killed. Bottom lane, also, MP got completely zoned out by Seb. They are going to also be able to force back No Tail. So again, it's Seb having a pretty good game. He's top of the CS, but this time the rest of his team is not really keeping up with him. Oh, if they could find this kill into Abed, this would be huge. All right, cold snap. Abed in some trouble. He doesn't have an orb again for 2 seconds. Drops the coil, drops the fairy fire, everything to get out of there. The tornado is not going to connect. And that keeps the puck alive. Top lane.
Right, worried about that. Talking about that another material that's kind of lost the fight early on, doesn't have any weight. Fight has a crown right now. Still the road of ATOS and that. This is a hero that you did not do well. Kind of a problem. Mid lane is not doing well. Also, Draw Ranger is being pressured. I think Draw Ranger will...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Only level 4, but they're losing this tier 1 tower. And feels just like an impossibility dealing with the pressure that's coming out this early on, just in the laning stage.
Dire's top tower.
So Ice gets the tower. MP's been able to keep his tower alive. And you've got support and a carry sharing the jungle. Not where you want to be.
My pup. After failing at the lane stage, I go to jungle. My support is going to
Hobson doesn't have a way out of that one. They dropped the sentry ward. They were ready. And at least Jarex is going to be here to try and get some counter push play coming. And Abed, he actually used the orb phase shift, not just the stun. Gets himself out of there. Well, on. Found that kill into No Tail. And they also spot out. Oh, he actually just haunts back to the other side so that way he can get to lane faster. And then they realize that Ana's just jungling right now. Okay.
Ana's about to hit level 5. Spectre on the bottom should have a good time. Last hit.
Yeah, not enough movement speed on the No Tail Bat Rider. Already have boots up on spec. And there is the potential for another initiation here. You have Arcane Rune and Coil gonna pop it now. The rotation comes from Jabs. They already have the Sentry Ward in the area. So this is gonna be a kill on to that Invoker. Another time he goes down.
Jabs. Dealing with the towers right now. The only one who has spells is
Dire's middle tower is
Necrophos
under
jungling,
attack.
Draw Ranger jungling. Deep observer board.
Yeah, he knows where this Drow is going to be. Ana's still trying to get to level 6 right now. Might be able to recognize that she's sharing a little bit of experience at this point, but they're also going to block out the Ancients. There won't be any more stacks of this for OG. And in fact, depending upon where they go, yeah, Ana's backing out now. Maybe recognizing people have been off the map for too long. God, 3,000 gold lead at 9.5 minutes. It feels like they've come up with an answer to the OG draft, at least in some way. I don't know if this is just all off the back of this Invoker getting completely destroyed, but it ain't looking good.
Top lane Draw Ranger still level 5.
Radiant's
They
bottom
get it
tower
done.
is under attack.
Actually, they just want to level 6 on the target below them. Their kill percent way higher. Still on the bottom lane, right? Go and Spectre, but
Radiant's bottom
10-man
tower
mark,
is under
Battery
attack.
are going to spawn. Jabs will pick up
Radiant's
Might actually
bottom
get
tower
4 counts.
has fallen.
Well, Thompson at least is able to pick up the tower in that bottom lane. Much needed for this Invoker to start to play catch up. He does have his Urn, gonna go into that Spirit Vessel next. Might be the choice to run now at Jerax. Just send the skeletons at him with the root down as well. Jerax actually takes so much damage. The skeletons respawn, but they decide to go for the tower instead of for the hero. Had to TP away.
The stench of death is upon you.
Man. Well, a very odd game.
The Grimstroke, even though you get there's the Necro ulti, there's the Lasso, but it's so hard to have any mobility item. Batrider is position 5, Necrolite has a good ground boost.
Warriors of the wood.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it does feel like you sort of are relying upon either the Batrider or, you know, I guess the Invoker to find the fight at the beginning of it and try and enter in there. But it's just not feeling like it's going to happen that easily. Seb be able to force the puck back, and they're just trying to build towards that timing. And get Guardian Greaves up on Necro most likely. Hobson obviously. Oh my god, this is huge. If they can kill Seb, the silence, it's so much damage. He is going to get those rotations in though. That keeps him alive, and they actually had level 6 now on the Batrider pulling in the buff. Do have the Reaper sight to find the kill.
That's a big kill. 50 seconds. The buff goes definitely pulling down. It's not kill. Yeah. Necrophos, Bandicor, oh god.
There is some pretty nice little alt chat banters going on as well. That was costly coming from the Necrophos into. You might wish to retract that from the puck. A little bit of mild trash talk coming out. Oh. Invoker's still below the Dark Willow, but as you said, that last kill makes a big difference towards getting OG into some items, and particularly the Batrider. Like, he could be another one of those heroes that could maybe start to make something happen if he can get a little bit of alone time in the jungle.
I thought about them not having damage for the hero, also building towards either thing.
Oh. They also are going to use this in the mid lane. The Haunt up top trying to find this kill onto Ana, completely isolated. They throw out that Tornado to try and interrupt Ana, doing whatever damage he can. Finds one kill, trying to escape, but Ana is going to drop. So it's a 2-for-1 exchange so far. And they're also going to find themselves Mr. No Tail, but no more stun to throw out there to try and interrupt. And Thompson moving into position. They're going to have a Reaper Sight in 25 seconds. That's a bit too far to chase.
Pac was forced to use a coil on Necrolite to lane because Necro was there. I'm not sure that Fnatic could take this fight, which means Pac will grab tier 1 tower on the mid lane, which also opens up the jungle for them. Enter right now. Tower meanwhile. Ana
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Trade band. Dragonlance. Dota.
A little bit of time to herself. They were able to get the D ward on the Ancients, so this whole area open. It is still scouted out though, so right now they are going to realize what's happening on Fnatic. We'll see if they can make something happen with the global lineup. Abed just walks into the lasso and gets destroyed. That was a terrible play. That was awful.
One of those moments, Gabe. I mean, gets initiated on by a Batrider.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He walked into him.
Don't forget it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, they dropped down the ward here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get some good vision into the jungle, and the looming threat that you do have in this game for Fnatic is that Spectre.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, it's
is
the same
under
amount of
attack.
harm as a range right now. Not much Drow got. Drow range are also farm.
God, I love
2,000 gold lead. Still waiting for that next opening here. 40 seconds for MP to have Haunt back up again. Well, they don't even need it. They're just going to jump on him. Starts with the Ink Swell, but Dark Willow in position.
Was worth it.
Oh, you thought you were winning?
After we're going to that Shadow Realm, but the dive down bottom. They take down the Nature's Prophet. Abed in position has already used Coil though, so can't really get the best of follow-up. Seb doesn't have Reaper's Scythe for another 30 seconds, but now they're maybe in a bit too deep, and they find themselves this Necrophos with nothing left in the tank. They're going to be able to chase him down. Tries to make this play here. He does have stick charges back up again in a little while. They want to burst him before he can get Reaper's Scythe off, and they will. And now the two-person Sprout. They find Ana and Thompson with this one. Fnatic streaming forward and able to take down another kill. A good tornado with the Ice Wall afterwards and the silence. Abed trying to get that kill. Can they get him? No! Ana gets out, and it looks like Thompson might also get out as well. He gets the stun. No more Ghost Walk. Fight me is the call, but that will be a dead Invoker. But still.
Disengage
Top tower is under
from
attack.
Invoker, Tornado into the Ice Wall, and the nice gust kept Draw Ranger alive.
Yeah, very impressive. And it was also buyback. The two-person Sprout, it was a buyback from the Nature's Prophet, but they took down 4. I mean, that's definitely worth it.
Dire structures are fortified.
Behold!
So 3,000 gold lead again for Fnatic. How do you sort of transition this? It feels like we've kind of been stuck at the same place as far as objectives go for the past 5-7 minutes, where there haven't been any more towers taken really, no attempts at Roche. It's just kind of running at each other. 26 kills in 17 minutes.
Have the best hitters. If Draw Ranger not there, they can't take the fight. The tower damage. Same goes for Fnatic. Where does their tower damage come from?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's kind of just if they leave Wraith King alone for a little while.
Bottom tower is under
Cancels the TP at the last second there. They throw down the root. Gonna find that stun onto one. Thinking about throwing out the Terrorize as well, but it's Wraith King who's pushing bottom,
Dire's bottom tower
while
is under
all of the
attack.
side of OG push up
Radiant's
towards the top.
tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has
Rotations?
fallen.
Abed? Low on
Radiant's
mana.
top tower has fallen.
Illusion!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
They're gonna
top
back out.
tower is under
Radiant.
attack.
Gonna scale it. Here's the offlane.
Dire's bottom tower
They
is
have
under
500.
attack.
Okay.
Terrorize.
Have another Shadow Realm.
Yeah, and Jabs is there as well. Can go for the TP out. Jabs. Slowed down by Drow. Ana thinking about chasing. They don't have a tower here anymore, but they do find them with the Sprout. Able to TP afterwards. Bounce. And jump away, but into the waiting clutches of Thompson and No Tail. Very well done by OG.
After that magnificent start against Invoker, died.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. And now OG, with Ana online, having all of these items, they're in a position to just walk into the pit.
Dire's
Start to take
bottom
down
tower
Roche.
is under attack.
They do have Haunt available right now on Fnatic, but trying to go for this pressure here seems a little bit scary.
Dire's structures are falling.
Not sure about this one, as it looks like it's going to be OG just getting this guy for free while the pressure goes up towards the top lane, and Ana picks himself up an Aegis.
Cute little play there. Fnatic is expected. Buck has a Blink Dagger right now to play with. He can land
Radiant's top tower is under
good
attack.
oil, but I guess on and the Nature's Prophet also, but good usage of their global.
Yeah, it's been much more just sort of, I guess they've been fairly scrappy, but it feels like that hasn't translated into real objective for them. A top tier 2 tower going down is pretty good. They took down the bottom tier 1 tower afterwards, but now it's OG who kind of are going to be able to hold on to control with this Aegis, and maybe even make something happen. They've got the GG boots.
They have GG boots, as we say, and 5% side.
Ooh.
Spirit Vessel charge.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
Really
are
good play
fortified.
there by Abed to cut through that creep wave, but not get caught out of position by Ana. And they do still have everybody right behind him. Ana be able to find that Gus. Now the walk away. Cold snap. It's on to DJ. Needs to back out of there. Eul Scepter and the walk forward. Loses a lot of mana, a lot of life.
Radiant's middle tower.
While the tower is also going down. Spectre on the other side wants to get into the Manta. Has it completed now. But they're going to give up this tier 2 tower and try and just give a little bit more time for the Spectre to farm up. Get towards that Diffusal Blade.
I feel like if they had the Radiance, that they would take the fight. It was unbeatable. Japs is doing good. Niche profit things. Cutting the creep waves, using ulti.
Radiant's
The outpush
bottom
is
tower
possible.
has fallen.
Is this their time to fight? For Fnatic?
Vision 5 Bat Rider.
Oh my god, they jump now onto poor old Seth, completely left alone, and he goes down. And now they're looking for more. They found themselves the stun with the coil breaking onto Thompson, but there's no detection. They weren't able to connect onto him with that dust from DJ. And so they do find a high priority kill, the Necro, but nothing else.
Still didn't see the full usage of a Grimstroke. There was no soul flying in the game.
Well, and is there anything that like really fits well? It's probably just the Necrophos. I guess hypothetically Lasso's pretty cool too.
That's it.
Cold snap. Ugh.
Cold snap.
Otherwise, it's just items. Speaking of Spirit Vessel, Invoker doesn't have any charges on it right now. Very strange game. It feels like we're kind of going back and forth with it. This Invoker's still such low net worth. He's still providing a lot of utility.
Forcing Great King to get the beast. He does not want to get that item early on. Even though he is an off-laner, he kind of fits the carry role. Besides Spectre, expansion style will play.
Seb trying to get the burn down, the coil, and meanwhile it's going to grab on all of them. They're going to be able to find the snap. The combo was there and it was beautiful, but Seb heals back up afterwards, and Ana just trying to lay into all of them. The double Reaper Sight. Oh, he's got a twin and he is scary. But the Wraith King is able to live through this one, and they do burn through that Aegis. But still, it's the Spectre gone for so long now. And Wraith King getting slowed up, he might just end up going down here. Pops the stick charges, tries to run, tries to get out of there. But he does not have a second ulti. Unlike that Necrophos with the Grimstroke combo. My god.
That was great. I think Wraith King popped the magic before he died. Low on mana, and after he dies one time, he's so easy to kite with the thrust arrows, the cold snap. Even if he just hits broke a face on, it feels pretty.
Unreal. Well, this is very similar to what we saw before. OG lose one, but they're still willing to sit in with three. The Wrath of Nature comes out. They bring down the Grimstroke, actually, and Thompson again interrupting there with the Tornado. They're going to be able to lasso back in jabs, but Ana, standing tall, takes down all of the rest of them. And OG, look at this play.
No Tail even brought Flash and the Spirit Vessel. They have not the same much breaking. He does not have something. Buyback from Big Father.
They have to. They need to defend these barracks. You can't afford to go down this low. The Haunt comes in immediately, though. They try and take this fight, but the Deafening Blast to interrupt, and now MP just has to back away. Even these illusions aren't doing enough. OG don't give a damn. They're just running at them.
This is DI winner for you. Necro just came in with 2G. And the type of impact, that's going to be a Barret. They're not stopping.
They're TPing the Grimstroke to the shrine to try and get back in, and on his way he's going to pick up some bounty runes. But more importantly, the rest of OG standing tall in front of these tier 3s, and it looks like they are finally going to back up. as they're trying to check to see if anybody's TPing to the shrine, which Fnatic don't want any more of it. Just give them a little bit extra time. But again, it's like, for so long in this game, it felt like Fnatic were in control. And suddenly, Seb hits his timing, finds his items, and it's all over.
Once again, OG's playing nicely around the item timing.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
And
attack.
try to keep them alive in a fixed fight.
Radiant's bottom
They are on
shrine
top of it.
has
They
fallen.
die.
They got themselves an opening there. So No Tail is going to drop. And Fnatic not going to roll over without a fight. Smoke up now. They want to keep this pressure on. Can they find anybody else? Thompson is in the mid lane there, but is wisely going to back out. Finishes off his Aghanim Scepter now as well. And they're just looking. They just want to run into him. And they do find Thompson stunned. The tornado missed. Oh, the fear comes out afterwards. The slowdown, it comes. Can they kill him off in time? Thompson trying to get out, but it's not going to happen. Ana, though, has his eyes on this Wraith King. Wants to bring him down, but they do have the Wraith King ulti. A second round coming out as MP tries to chase forward for this Drow Ranger. Seeing if they can play a little bit of interference. A good combo there. The TP away from Ana. Does he get out in time? No. Yule Scepter lift up. No Tail on the other side's caught. And Jabs has the catch now onto Ana with the stunning coming out. 3 dead from OG. Fnatic strike back.
Huge mistake from OG. They used the Necrophos TP top, and he was showing on the lane. Gave Fnatic enough info to engage into the. And they
Immediately
can't
queues
fight
up.
without Necro. Yeah.
He immediately queues up the Boots of Travel, realizing I have to be able to be there with the team if there's a fight. Man. So now down to just 1,000 gold lead as we get ready for the next Roche to potentially respawn in 7 seconds. We'll see how long the timer is at that point. And Jabs can keep his tree in there. There's no TA trap this time to scout it out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It looks like it's going to be 1.5 minutes, so G dodging a bullet there. Not sure if Fnatic could have taken it anyways. And this is also that strength of the Nature's Prophet as well. You see these obs wards that are played down deep in enemy territory, and they see that Thompson was there with that observer ward. They find him, deafening blast to try and keep him alive, but they're going to run this man down. His Invoker is going to drop, and now they're getting set up to maybe continue the pressure a little bit.
This Spirit Vessel is doing amazing things. Against Invoker, against Necrophos, he has one way of spelling it, Guardian Breeze, but it's cooldown, it goes down so quickly. Especially
Double
if they
damage.
engage the block, use a Dream Coil, terrorize on top of that, they still have no BKB.
Yeah.
You do not want to buy it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can't use Tank Up almost has Aghanim Scepter, which is their team fighting ulti, just lower the cooldown on it, and way easier.
We also have the level 20 coming up soon for the Wraith King, the no reincarnation mana cost. That so often makes the difference against these mana draining heroes. But the other danger zone is going to be Seb picking up his Aghanim Scepter and having level 3 ulti.
Dire's middle
40-second cooldown. Once you get that Aghanim Scepter, it is done.
Roche is up.
Where do they decide to go? Fusel Blade also done. The Spectre, who has definitely fallen by the wayside as far as all of the other cores, the exception of Invoker, and a little bit hurting. And it does feel like after those 3 deaths, Abed's been able to pull it together a lot more, get back on his feet, and now having a much better game.
Yeah, his positioning is early in the mid game, not that great. To go in, they
That was a good bait. Links and then immediately jaunts back to his orb.
You're just waiting for on them. They will keep the Roche. What's inside if they're doing it, all the bouncing arm spawn.
That is the strength of having these to travel well. Run down there on No Tail, pick him up, head out afterwards. Power rune. can play around their shrine as well. So
Oh, from Fnatic. Turning off the radiance. That attack. Off that. Fail.
they found no tail. Ana, he's in the middle of them though. The blade mail is coming out. Ana can't hit him anymore. Now MP is on top with that diffusal blade, trying to find the kill. The Yule Scepter combo comes out from DJ. Terrorized afterwards. It connects onto all three of them. They're in the coil as well. He's gonna drop as they find that kill onto Ana. He goes down, but now the Grimstroke to turn around. Do they have it? The double Reaper Sight. It's enough to kill one, but not the other. No Spectre for 100 seconds. No buyback either. Wraith King is gonna go down in this Radiance. Actually, not being up means that No Tail will live through the first salvo of it, but they do find themselves the secondary kill. The tornado, rather meteor coming down and landing onto his head. Seb, can he get out of there in time? He's just barely able to walk away, and they can't find that kill. Dagon, everything, the whole kit and caboodle, but they do finally find him. Abed manages to get that kill. Silence afterwards. Jaunts back. Abed trying to escape, has a Yule Scepter, and we'll have a blink in a second. Gets the phase shift, and now the jump away. Has a coil as well, but Abed played his way out of it. 3 for 3.
So much in that team fight because your Gain Rune and also can Dagon is both just impressive. They need another kind of dispel for next. Lotus Orb is must-have item. You can First Crown, any kind of silence, and most importantly,
Yeah. Unreal. And you look at the gold that Abed got in that fight. Over 1,000 for killing off the Necrophos solo.
Behold!
He's now going to be able to build into that Dagon. He said they needed that burst for the Necrophos, and Abed's getting it.
Greetings!
So 32 minutes in. It's 1,000 gold lead right now for Fnatic, just under it.
the problem is they don't have a way to deal with this. Every single time it's unsuccessful fight, use the terrorized off, same goes for they're fighting fair and when.
And I was really not a believer in this Dark Willow, but DJ has had a heck of a game. Those terrorized with the puck combo, so good. Oh, down bottom. Just when it happens and it looks good, this is going to be the cost occasionally. You lose your puck. So Seb finds that kill.
130 seconds.
And as you can see, no buyback either. 260 gold away from it. Remember when Ags used to take away the ability to buy back?
Yeah, please no. Yeah, we don't.
Derek's walks up a hill and finds a greeting party there. The Haunt comes out afterwards. Who are they going to find? Ana, they jump onto him, jumping back and forth. The Sun comes out. The Gust afterwards, trying to escape now. The rest of his team left him behind. The Glimmer Cape, though, is going to be enough to keep him alive, and the Fear pushes that Necrophos away. He's the main key to killing off the Spectre. Maybe they just punch him to death. Unreal. Well, they find themselves 2 kills, and it's a long time before the Spectre or the Puck are going to be back in this game. And oh, the Cold Snap also. Tornado coming in from downtown finds the Wraith King, and they have Reaper Scythe up again. They find their man. They are going to have him for the second life, a second time. Blade Mill actually is spot by the Spectre while he's dead, but that is a dead Wraith King. He does have buyback, but
and they can do whatever they want right now.
yeah, no
You want
doubt.
to finish this room before you can do something else. They might actually grab the kill on Dark Willow instead. This Cold
And boom.
Snap cooldown on level 50 has it all the time. They don't have a single BKB effect now. Okay? Another buyback on it.
What you want to have happen has to push out that mid lane to the best of his ability. But it's feeling like this is OG's game at this point with the 5,000 gold lead. I mean, we've seen it swap back and forth. But this timing now where you've got the Necrophos and Drow Ranger being fully online. 3,400 gold right now in the bank. And Ana ready to march down. So they don't know about Wraith King's buyback status.
Yeah, assume he has it at this point, but here's more. Oh my god, that attack speed, alacrity, level 20 with butterfly.
is ready to go. Ana just hidden away. Freaking Fiend. So much damage on this tier 4, and they can't wait for the Wraith King. They have to buy back on him, but they're going to try and time it with the Dark Willow being back up and alive as well. They buy back now on the Wraith King, going to throw out the dagger, connects onto Ana. Chase 4, Eul Scepter lift up. There is no BKB right now on Ana, but they need to be able to take her down and deal with the Aegis afterwards. So much damage coming out with that Dagon, and now they're trying to isolate Jarek, see if they can find that kill. It's actually going to be a catch onto an illusion here, and the Blade Barrel is already out. It's going to be a lot of damage, but it is going to be a dead Spectre. 2 minutes. Wraith King's coming back in a second. The Fear again comboing together with the coil, but it's not nearly enough damage. OG are just running away from them and then killing them off afterwards. Thompson gets the jump away. Do they have the Dagon kill? It looks like they'll probably take down Thompson down there to the south. But the bigger problem is going to be everybody else.
The Dry Ranger is alive. The Spectre gone for a minute and a half. Same goes for Wraith King who brought back. This is game. GG's call.
Well, OG come in and take down Fnatic, who came in third at the last tournament that they attended, which was the DreamHack event, and start to wonder, are they fully back and online? This team came in and completely dismantled Fnatic.
I feel like they did not play aggressive enough with the spot. He got caught 3 times in this game, and they did not use fall back. Go, you need to press down some boards, and every time the Haunt is up,